2025 Golden State Open here in Pleasanton, California at the Bay Club. This is the 4th annual Golden State Open here. Richard Ice Eisman on the call with Brian Pineda from Las Vegas. The legend himself will be joining us shortly after he does player introduction. So pleasure to have Brian in the booth this weekend, not only calling some of the matches, but also doing the player introductions. And later on in the week, he'll be doing some post-game interviews with the players. So pleasure to have Brian here. And you can hear the headphones going on. So there he is, Brian Pineda, joining us in the booth. Brian, welcome. Thanks for the player introduction and being on this round of 16 match between Jordy Alonso and Diego Gastelum.
Thank you so much. So you're Iceman. Does that make me Merlin?
You can be whatever, yes.
Right? That's going Top Gun. I think it's Iceman and Merlin, right? I'm just your wingman, dude.
That's awesome. One of the greatest movies ever. So guys, just kind of an update. The match that was supposed to be on here was Alan Natera versus Kadim Carrasco, and Alan has forfeited out due to a knee injury. Don't know how bad it is, but he's forfeited out and said his knee was bothering him. So all the best to Alan. We'll see if he is in any of the other events later on in the week. So just a quick update on that. Unfortunate. So Kadim is through to the quarterfinals now. So a little bit about both players here from a head-to-head standpoint. Diego and Jordy have not played on the IRT. They are both hail from Mexico, so not sure how much they played, in Mexico. I'm sure they've crossed paths along the way, but from an IRT professional standpoint, they have no tail of the tape head-to-head matches. Nice wallpaper start by Jordy.
I like that. We've seen Jordy hit such success last season. We saw him just kind of come out of nowhere. He's a guy who's been able to take out the guy who is the standard, Kane Wasselenchuk, to win his first Tier 1 event. And then this season he's just been, going through it. He's in one of the tougher seedings in that 4 through 8 spot, just kind of fluctuating, and you can really get some early round just gangbusters that come in. This is one of them right here. This is Diego Gastelum, who, a little side note, he was able to take out some pretty big names in Mexico last weekend, one of them being Andre Paredes. So he's an up-and-comer to be watching, and here he is on the main stage.
Yeah, he's a scrambler, a getter. He's got a lot of shot-making capability, and he's really training hard.
Tough.
Backhand splat by Jordy.
And Jordy kind of gives you this, slow-mo kind of game style, but the guy rips.
Yes.
When he's on, it's the lights are out.
Nice. Nice pinch by Diego.
Yeah. And you're going to see a cool, calm guy out of Jordy. You never really will see him come out of character. What I love about Diego, though, he has, and I think it's awesome. The greats do this, or the greats have it. They have a screw loose. When he's on the court, right? Nicest guy in the world, conducts himself well off the court, just people kind of person. But when he's here, he has no other objective but to win.
And I think you'll hear some yelling and some screaming and pumping himself up in this match. That was well done by Jordy, anticipating that. Diego did not sense him coming up on his right corner. He could have went straight down the line. It had been an easy point there. Sneaky play by Jordy. You know, Brian, Jordy hasn't drove serve yet at this beginning of this match, and he's got a phenomenal, powerful drive serve. He's a tall frame and generates a lot of power, so I wonder if we'll see that a little bit later.
Yeah, his dynamics, right? There is a certain build for racquetball players. Sudsy's kind of like a one-off. Jason's kind of like a one-off. But really, you see a build like Jordy, you see a lot of players who are just naturally good at racquetball have these dimensions that he has. And what I mean is like he's just a step away from either side wall. He has that about him. He has good length in the arm, so it gives him the extra whip. And his mentality is he's a natural-born shooter.
There's a drive serve. Yep. So just as a reminder, we're playing with the Gearbox Sleek Black Racquetball, the official ball of the IRT. A little bit about the format: 2 games to 15, tiebreaker to 11 if needed. 1 timeout per game, 1 minute for each timeout, and between games it's a 2-minute break. The ref makes all the calls, including screens, skips, and potential court hinders like the pros don't play court hinders, but you might get a wet wall or a wet floor serve. That would be a replay. Other than that, the ball's in play.
And these courts have had a workout. We did get a little bit of a break in between breaks. We had a great amateur match that was going on. So they've got one window to kind of air them out.
We are play panel. These are not concrete here at the Bay Club.
And I get a sense that Diego, he's here, but he's not all the way here yet, because that's in Plum City. That needs to go down. Watch his match earlier with Miguel, who, sidebar, Miguel is, what a treat to watch. The kid's an athletic specimen, and he strokes the ball so well, and Diego made pretty easy money out of him, 15-7, 15-7. And he wasn't missing, and he was cracking the serves and hitting shots. Here we're seeing some not at 100%.
Yeah.
But to a testament there.
It's a different level.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So you get to the 16s, you're gonna have to be on point. Got to make your opportunities when they're given to you. So see if Diego can kind of dial it in like you're saying.
And there's so much mechanic to Jordy's serve. It's not, there's just so much whip in that wrist.
Smart, had him on the ground, had him back to the back right of him, and a nice pinch to the right front corner by Jordy. Jordy to a 4-0 lead.
Just missing a serve a little bit here. You know, it's, especially with fatigue, with that much mechanic in the arm, you got to imagine it's going to be tough to have a consistent serve.
That worked out well right there.
Good effort there. And it was really amazing. He loses the rally, but the adjustment in the corner there relatively looked like it could have been a setup, but his footwork was phenomenal just to get it back in play. And Jordy finds himself back in the box nevertheless.
I don't know what he's asking, but that was a good serve. I don't know what Diego was having his hand up for. It was a good serve in the back left corner. Brian, in the past when I've watched Jordy serve, I don't see him come to the right often at all. They're mostly 90, 95% to the left.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think with it too, with the mechanic of his serve, he's going to get more torque off of going behind him. And truthfully, I think what it is there's not a whole lot of experience going to the right and trusting it.
Yeah.
He gets a lot more setups because of the pace. It catches on the floor, which is nice, so it doesn't pop up like most serves do where it catches the floor like that. It actually catches and goes.
And the power has to come across, so you're going to lose sight of the ball for just a split second because it comes across his body to the backhand side, right? And so if Jordy can generate the power and keep it coming off the back wall, it's going to be a lot to handle tonight.
Right. But I think if he's wanting to win this event, he can't avoid going to the right.
No, you got to throw it all in. Because you get those guys leaning to the left and covering. So that's a nice little short hop by Jordy there, straight in with the forehand.
Yeah, just nonchalant, like no big deal.
Yeah.
One of the fastest guys we're going to see on the court, but you still can't get it. So Diego's in the rally.
Scrambling.
But he's trying to find himself in this game. See what I'm saying? Like, he can play fetch all day long, but you can't rely on Jordy to be skipping. I don't like the game plan that he has right now.
Really good
Better.
shot. Yep. See if he can get on the board going in the box at 0-7. Diego had a slow start in Denver, too. I remember one of his games. He was down big early. So I'd like to see him kind of get better prepared and come out instead of getting so far down and having to dig his way out of his matches.
Absolutely. And both these gentlemen did play a match to get here.
There you go.
That's better. And that's the thing with Diego is he's, yes, you have your quickness, but he has a shooter's mentality. He has that aggressive, right, that screw loose if you want to call it, but he just has that aggressive style play. And what I'm seeing here is a more patient kind of like just reading, just assessing in the moment, but not doing a whole lot to adapt. So these are better.
Set up with a good serve there.
Last 3 reps have been going his way, so a little bit of momentum swing here.
That was a good Z to the forehand, something that Jordy hadn't seen today. Now he's going back to it again.
Great serve. What a get.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Dig it. Oh, good get.
Such an unorthodox get. Hips are going one way, body's torqued another, and that's just an testament to Gastelum's physicality, his physical presence on the court.
Screen ball.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
This
Off
is
the-
a dangerous Jordy right here.
yes. He's filling it and shooting off the back wall at 39 feet. A great shot there.
You hit that shot and your chest all of a sudden sits a little higher, shoulders relax a little more.
And then you. Good dig by Diego in that left corner. If Jordy can keep it coming off the back, that would be a lot to handle. Right now he's a little long with the power.
Mm-hmm.
And the guys are too good when they get a ball off the back wall.
Yeah, and we've reached this, the latter half for at least for Jordy's score here. So this isn't a time to be allowing too many more points. Diego's got to find a way to stay in the box, and that's an answer right there.
And he's starting to get it, starting to feel a little bit, pumping himself up.
I like that.
Got his sweat going, he's getting into the game now. See if he can cut this in half.
And I like this serve, the Z serve to the forehand.
Hey, Jordy hasn't figured out a really offensive play on that yet. Nice coverage with the pinch in the front.
And it's beautiful there. Like, that's a great one to watch later on. He's low and still has the energy to move, right? And that tells me he's got good core strength. He's got good foot speed. He's a well-balanced player. Incredible second burst there from Gastelum to finish in the corner.
That's a big miss right there. Is that, did he,
Mm-hmm.
should be a point, I believe,
Yes.
6'5", it should be 6'8", right?
Is it? I thought it was 4-8 on the scorecard, then I just saw it go to 5.
Okay. 5'8". That's just a good serve. He's got keeping it in the back right corner.
Trouble.
That's one of those points you're talking about that Diego needs to have down. He should have had that one.
And what's interesting, I don't know if it's just Jordy. We'll watch this as we go through the 16s tonight, but it might just be him. Might be the wall. We'll find out. But he's got a different bounce on that splat. It's like shooting off, which is making it hard to read for Diego.
Nice, and that was a good get by Jordy. Diego with his fingers up, and no, I agree, he got it. Again, we have some of the top players out of this tournament this weekend to personal commitments. Kane, Jake, Andres Acuna, Sam Bredenbach, Lalo. They're all not here this weekend. Good job, Diego. So the tournament's kind of, you know, I would say it's kind of wide open with Como being the favorite.
I really do like Montoya's draw here. However, something called to me that I think this is the sleeper in this. The one that's going to take it is going to be Perea. Like, you've got opportunity for Mar, who's number 2 ranked in this one. Montoya, first time ever ranked number 1. You know, you just don't know what's going to happen. But as much as we want to see the best of the best, what this allows for this tournament is we're going to see some matches we normally don't see. And it also, the junior world's coming up, so you got junior players here with their coaches. So we get to see some players we're not familiar with playing at the top level.
And we have one coming up next. Javier Mar versus Jonathan Flores is our 6 p.m. 16th match, which is going to be a barn burner. That is so good.
And at this phase, you were feeling Diego kind of catching more of the points, even though the score says 10-5. You felt Gastelum kind of settling in, but Jordy's just been more consistent with the finish. Oh, that I believe is a commentator's curse. You're trying to brag about him. That's tough.
And he's looking at the booth on
I
the
don't
way
know.
back.
You can try and do that and not be successful. That's incredible. Number 6 player in the world. So it happens. So don't kick yourself. If you're playing your local club, don't kick yourself. Even the best in the world, it happens.
He's shaking his head. How did he do that? What would you do, or what would be your reco to Jordy on that Z? Would you have him step up and cut it? Or, he's just throwing good ceiling balls, but would you have him be more aggressive?
I think where the score's at, like, it's kind of entering some waters where he's closing in. This is the best. He's done the best of minimizing the gap, Gastelum, so maybe there's a change, but ultimately he hasn't done a lot because his return's been great. So does he need to adapt to that serve when he's getting such a good return defensively? I don't know yet. But if Gastelum starts racking off some points, then he might need to adjust.
Oh. I feel Jordy would rather hit his backhands than his forehands right now at this point. He's been down with his backhand.
Watching that, though, like, I just give vintage Andy Roberts. When he was just set off the bat, it was a done deal. And that's what Jordy's giving. He's giving Andy Robert vibes right now.
See Diego playing to his forehand. All ceiling balls, all serves are to the right.
Uh-oh.
And maybe that's why. He's got a little weird hitch to his forehand, and he's maybe not flat enough, Brian, and it's going down and skipping.
I don't know if he took a trip down to Texas and was doing some bull catching or whatever it was, some lasso. Tell me, how do you guys do in Texas ice?
And that's what he's wanting to do.
That's
So
it right
good
there.
job settling down. He's kind of like shaking his head, like, where's that been? Like,
And that's just more within himself, right? Before, he just kind of
yep.
really exaggerating that backswing. Tough.
Oh, good job. That was a great get by Diego, front left.
Mm-hmm. And he needed it. He needed it in the rally there. Catches a nice sidewall crack where it stays down, you know.
He's done his research and his scouting because he's playing right. He's seen something with Jordy's forehand that he's going to play to the right.
Definitely, as this match has progressed, he's found his way in there. I would say that Diego's playing good racquetball. He needs to play great racquetball, and he's capable.
Back wall. Ooh, almost.
You want him to, yep.
Nice wallpaper. Nice, Jordy, with the straight in backhand. Little body contact's not going to hurt anybody, Brian.
Yep. And it starts off with a great serve there. I love that Jordy just stays within himself.
Yep.
Smart timeout from Diego.
We'll be back when game one resumes.
The way I would describe J&B products to anybody is that it's simply the best. We produce, pack, and ship premium products. I can back it up with a team of professionals, over 100 years of experience on the sales desk, in the field, logistics, all the things that go along with bringing fresh quality products to our customers.
Welcome back, everybody. Round of 16 here. Jordy Alonso, Diego Gastelum, Richard Eisman, and Brian Panea on the call. Good timeout by Diego. See if he can get back in the box here, Brian.
He's game planned well. You know, just Jordy's played a couple more shots in the Crucier. A little bit better. You could feel that where Gastelum was coming alive here in the second half of this first game. Jordy started tightening up, or started tightening the reins a little bit. Diego recognized, recollect, and let's see if he can get a side out. And a miss here for Diego. It's not the first one either. His wide angle isn't on point. He might have to go to a direct shot to the corner rather than trying to go for too wide.
Or go straight down the right because Jordy's filling it on the left.
There you go.
Nice. Good shot. Way to get back in the box there.
Yeah, and there, to your point, right? And I think why he's doing that is because in his mind, it's a battle with himself. He hasn't really done too well going down the line. It's clipping the sidewall, boxes him out. It's giving Jordy more time, more reps at hitting the pinch that he loves. So there's a little bit of confidence that's in question here going down the line for Gastelum.
Caught him because Diego was going to cover that left corner, and that's a great pass down the right. And that's what that does. It opens up the court. When you're hitting your pinches, the player goes up to cover, and then you got your lines to hit.
Better.
Now, if that gets going, that's trouble because he'd be hitting it from both sides.
Well, and it's at this, that's what I'm saying. He's playing good ball, but at this level, you can't have anything off the back wall because it should be routine. That's a routine setup for pros at this level.
Straight in.
You can feel the wind out of his sails there. He's just kind of leaving things up. He's not trusting any of his shooting because he hasn't put a ball down, partly due to the pressure that Jordy's applying by putting his setups down.
And we're at 14-6, game point, game one.
Look at that.
Like the first backhand splat he's missed today.
What's interesting is you're watching Diego battle himself right now because he's just lackluster shots, no real confidence in putting the ball down, everything splatting up and giving Jordy setups. But there's this thing that's in him, and not every player has this, where even though he's kind of checked out a little bit, he can't stop playing. He really does have a natural no-quit personality, but he's battling himself right now.
Nice.
So pure.
Great shot. He's kind of cleaned up his forehand a little bit here in the latter half of game one. Jordy's filling it at 14-6. Another skip there.
I like it, though. You know, he's more than likely what's going to happen at this level is Alonso will close out this game, but I like that before it's going out. He's just checking some things. He's ripping. I think he's been playing a little too conservative.
Nice.
That's better. And there's just no confidence to put the ball down right now. And that's really what the storyline of this score is, right? He's played competitive. It's not a lack of hustle, but there's not a lot of confidence to shoot the ball at the level that Jordy is, or even what he's capable of.
Okay, game one at 15-6. We'll take a 2-minute break. We'll be back when game two begins.
Hi, this is John Criswell. Welcome to Manufacturing Marvels. Today we're in Rockdale, Illinois, approximately 45 miles southwest of Chicago. For over 50 years, KWM Gutterman Incorporated has established itself as the premier and is currently the largest gutter machine manufacturer in the United States. Initially founded by Carl W. Miner Sr. in the early 1960s, this family-owned business has thrived through 3 generations to continue building the highest quality portable gutter forming machines in the world today. They are masterful in manufacturing KWM's Ironman gutter machines and nationally recognized as experts in the gutter industry. KWM's entire product line is manufactured at 2 state-of-the-art locations. Rockdale houses a 45,000 square foot CNC and assembly facility, and Shanahan houses a 15,000 square foot fabrication facility. Adhering to their family values, integrity, and a particularly homegrown way of doing business has made KWM a success story around the globe. KWM gutter machines are sold on 5 continents, including North and South America, Europe, Africa, and Asia. KWM offers one of the most extensive and sought-after lines of gutter machines available on the market today. KWM produces the Ironman line of gutter machines and currently offers 34 gutter profiles, with more in development. This complete product offering is coupled with the most comprehensive warranty in the industry. Come see them at kwmgutterman.com. This is John Criswell for Manufacturing Marvels.
Welcome back, everybody. 2025 Golden State Annual, the fourth Golden State Annual Racquetball Tournament here in Pleasanton, California at the Bay Club. Richard Eisman, Brian Panea on the call. Game 2, Brian, what are you seeing with Diego? He's got to kind of get it dialed in here.
I love that he has the serve. Better. A little more attitude into it. But and you can feel it, you know, you've been on the court or even if you've watched it and you know what it's supposed to look like, it just feels like there's just a little oomph that's missing from when Diego gets the setups. Yes. That's what Diego has to remember. Hey, listen, yes. Can the fear of someone who shoots as well as Jordy get in your head, especially when he's on? Sure. But remember, he's a big guy.
Mm-hmm.
Make the big guy move, right?
Get him out of his comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, Jordy's just feeling like when anything hits his racket up on both sides, it's going to be down. So you got to get him out.
Better. See, that's the oomph I'm looking for. It's not just because it cracked out. You can feel it when he is putting himself into it.
Okay, hit the crack, kind of jammed him too as well. Didn't crack roll, but it was a different look, and it worked out for him.
Love the angle of the serve.
Skip ball. Both players being patient on ceiling balls. Just missed off the back wall there by Diego.
And Jordy he's finding really good angles with his shooting. I mean, I just really appreciate the thought process that's going into why he's hitting the shot he's hitting. Better from Diego.
Need some easy side out and points like that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Jordy's wrist snap in the front court when it's low, he's got a nice little pop to it. Skip ball.
It's a freebie there. And I like that. You know, for the growth of GASTELUM, Jordy's keeping him honest. Anything that's coming off the back wall, I'd say Jordy's shooting percentage of killing it is probably above 80% right now. So he's keeping him honest. You know, but I think of like the Eric Trujillos as far as like the future for Perkinix racquetball, and Diego GASTELUM's another one.
Oh yeah,
Can't
sure.
be upset with having him on the roster.
Along with DJ Mendoza.
Yes, my pick. He let me down in my fantasy fast break. He got off the court and his first thought, Brian, I'm sorry I screwed it up. It's all good, bro. I just want to see you play more tournaments.
I think he is. He's going to.
Stuff. Not the easiest of off-the-wall back shots. just shows you how flat he swings when he gets low. Beauty.
Got loose screws going.
There we go. That's the juice, man. You know what I mean? Like there is no there's no tomorrow, dude. There's right now. And if you don't figure out right now, I'll say it again. There's no tomorrow. So just stay right here. Look at that. Beauty.
Opportunity here. Good job, Jordy. Really coming through with his forehand here in game number 1. 2, excuse me.
He played it through fire. Good for him.
Have to.
And I love the look, too. Like, Jordy's getting ready to unload one. He just gives a second look at the ref like.
Skip ball by Jordy there on the forehand. He has been the most effective for Diego's been on the forehand Z serve to Jordy.
And he's locking that serve in. Even the last one Jordy got, and I was going to comment on it too, like where Diego might have to get creative is when you've got Jordy on a big lunge, like he wants to get back to center, he's not going to do it as quickly as most players, right? So if you're going to try to play the patient game, it's going to give him that time. You might have to get creative and cut those balls off when he goes to the ceiling. Or ace it.
Yeah.
I mean, if
yeah,
he got
a nice last one, yeah.
And he gets away with a trash second serve there. I don't know, man. Down 1-0. I'm not throwing away serves. I don't care if it's a second serve, but it worked there for him. What do I know? It's so interesting. You know, you watch all the greats play. You watch the young up. And we don't know why what's going to work is going to work, but it's their journey.
Screen ball. Second serve. See if he throws in that Z to the forehand again. Better one this time.
See, like I would cut that off right there.
Yeah, and that's why. Yeah, and you see a lot of the pros do that. That's I think I've seen Diego do that in the past too. Has a missed opportunity.
But he's cleaned up. We talked about in the first game. He's cleaned up the angle on the cross court.
Nice.
Just a nice psycho cry. I love it, man. I'm here for it. I could actually go home. I've gotten everything I've wanted for today. So, Ice, you've had just a great time touring with these guys and getting to watch them this season. What's been some of your more memorable moments so far?
Well, I just think at Kane's age to be able to see what he can do and experience that and revel at his, court positioning, his stamina, his shot-making abilities, and still what he can do at players half his age, and just kind of just continue to keep that legacy going has been amazing.
It is.
I mean, I know he's had a couple of little injuries and stuff, but, I mean, to be doing what he's doing is just so unbelievable to watch. And we're able to see it in person and appreciate it,
Yeah.
We've had earlier on in Sioux Falls in Minnesota, we've been having some post-game interviews and getting to know the guys better and bring it to the peeps, and that's been a nice added thing. So just getting to know the players more.
This has been a great little run here from GASTELUM. He's found his serve. That's good on Jordy here as GASTELUM is getting his gas here in game number 2.
And Jordy's he hasn't been as pinpoint on his shots in game 2 as he was in 1. And like game 1, there's no stress. I felt like everything that hit his racket, he got what he wanted.
See, and that's, once again, this is where we got to get creative. We know where Jordy wants to go. 60-70% of the time on a back wall setup is going to be that left corner. And he hasn't really proven too much that he's going to flatten it across court.
Right.
So you might want to move up a little bit on that when you give him the setup.
God, you got to play that out. You're half playing. You can't stop. You don't have an appeal. You got to go with the ref's call at a pro level. You got to play it out until they tap on the glass. He's not going to overturn it. He thought he got it.
No.
Like, you got to play it out. You cannot stop and then hope that the opponent's going to give the ball up. He's not going to do it.
Yep.
Good shot by Diego.
It's probably like 1 of 2 or 3 forehands he's killed so far in this game and a third that he's played. And Carrie said it best. She called from the crowd. She said, the ball don't lie. Maybe Diego knew it was 2. Who knows? But Jordy's etched the lead here from 6-1. Now Diego's back in the box at 6-3. No.
There's no appeal, so you can't appeal until you get to the quarters hill.
It's a bit of a soft call for me. I mean, I think you got to play that there, but be that as it may, it's just an opinion. I think the right way to sit on air is it's like a nose. Everyone's got one.
Mm-hmm.
Diego's earned himself a sweat.
Oh, man. Should figure this out, get a headband on. They shouldn't be stopping and cleaning glasses every 5 rallies.
No, but this is a great time to just go ahead and take a look at that front wall and see all the hard work as far as the partnerships that the Tour and Adam and Nia have put together to make this event happen. We can't thank everybody enough, and also everyone for tuning in.
Nice shot.
It's not easy, so you're seeing a little bit of a swing of momentum here, and Kane said it best in his interview after he won in Tracktown. He said it's a game of runs, and it's always been that way.
Nice tight pinch there.
What I love is he used his body, right? Because you obviously want to square up and you want to go into the ball. That time he positions himself in middle, keeps the stance wide open facing the wall to kind of keep Jordy on his hip. It's good physical racquetball from GASTELUM.
Good serve opportunity here with the forehand.
Oh,
and
no, he did.
That dig get.
Yeah.
And Diego's going to blow a gasket here. No, he's not. He's going to tilt his head and say, okay.
It's one of those that looked like it was going to be 2, and the ball just floated over the sidewall. And Jordy's, like I said, that's his perfect perfect dimensions.
Yeah.
He's able to get there. Jordy's counting out the serve right now for how long he's taking on the serve. It should be 10 seconds. It's over 10 seconds. That's a good response from the big man out of San Luis Potosí.
See if you can get it dialed in where he was at earlier in game one. He just hasn't been able to string any points together. You go back to this drive serve here, it'll be left. That's a good drive serve right over the line. That's a point. That's what I was talking about, Brian. Get it over the line and keep it off the back wall. It's going to be a lot to deal with.
But he hasn't shown that too much.
He hasn't, no. But if
that
he can, yep. What a ceiling ball. Back wall. And a rollout. No, that's good. Yeah, that was a nice rollout. It just came off enough, Brian, for him to get back there and shoot, and he rolled it out.
That is absolute perfection off the forehand of Gastelum. See what he can do with here as Jordy is closing in on him. Wow. And this is top-notch shooting here. This is as good as it's going to get. Back-to-back winners, one each for both guys, and you can feel it. You can feel the balance just kind of dangling there.
Yeah, it's
for
right
someone
there.
to grab it.
Short serve.
So good for the fans when they're both playing so well, and they are.
That's great court positioning and ready for that ball. It was barely up off the front wall. He was able to re-kill, backhand straight in by Diego. Jordy sitting on a long serve. Got his backhand dialed again on that pinch. Back in the box. We're just going back and forth here. 4-6. Jordy got away with one there and a point on the board. Going to stay with that drive serve to the backhand. It's kind of what got him back here to close the gap. And that's,
so good.
Yep, that's where he made his hay in game one, is that backhand straight in and pinch and left. Diego was asking for a screen, no screen called. We're knotted up at 6.
He did.
That's where he wants to be. That's where he wants to be on his backhand side. Jordy feels way more comfortable shooting that on his backhand side. Nice pinch, put away.
Great hustle from Gastelum, but that one's going to suck a little air out the wind or at the sails there. Perfect shot, so necessary from Jordy.
Good serve. Skip ball, and now he's getting opening it up the court, both passing left and right and pinching. Got Diego kind of scrambling a little bit. He needs to stop it.
Mm-hmm.
Short. Guys, just a reminder that this is a men's pro, a women's pro, and a mixed pro event. Along with amateurs, there's no men's doubles or women's pro doubles at this event.
See, it's in there. You know,
Yep.
I mean, he's at that point where he wants that passion to meet and translate to what's happening on the court. So this is an uphill battle for him now again.
He's right there, though.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just string a couple points here together. Get there. Got a break.
He did.
Jordy was covering the pinch, and he kind of cracked out and went back down middle right.
Mm-hmm.
A much-needed point by Diego to 7-8. Nope, that's short. That's short. That's short. Tried to sell it, though. That's that passion you're talking about, intensity, but that was definitely a short serve.
Yeah.
Well off the back.
There you go. Part of what's been missing from when we were back in game one was a shot like that. So it's good to see him when he's had a few on the line that mattered. He's executed. So that's something he's cleaned up from the first game.
Oh, a missed opportunity there by Diego. I think he wanted to pinch that and just got a little loose on that, left the ball up, and Jordy's able to track it down.
Might be a little dew. You can see these guys are sweating a little more than normal. Might be a little dew on the wall.
Good serve. Just a little long, and Diego's comfortable shooting backhand over there, side out.
So I'm sure as you've experienced this as well when you played, when the panel walls get a little bit of dew or when they're really wet, it's hard to really get that ball to catch when you're splatting. He tried.
Check the floor, he's wet. I like the Z serve, though, and coming back to that, that's effective for Diego. So let's give a shout out to our title sponsor, JMB, one of the major asparagus providers in Northern California or California. Also, the legacy sponsors, onewallball.com racquetball. Thank you. Tour sponsors, Papa Nicholas Coffee, KWM Gutterman, Gearbox Sports, Frank Hotels, Black and White Energy Drink, and Mania Athletics Racquetball. Thank you all for keeping this sport alive and going.
Thank you, One Wall Ball, for making the best clothing I've seen in a while.
It's pretty good stuff. Good job by Jordy.
Oh, it's so big for Diego to win. I want him to win because he hit the winning shot, not because he's waiting for Jordy to make a mistake, though. Good jousting for center court. You can feel
It
the
was,
fatigue,
yep. Mhm.
right? Little fatigue going on. That's why they can't put the ball down. So that's why you're seeing a little more of a break on these. Like, let me look for a phantom wet spot real quick. Oh, my shoelace.
Yep.
All the great tricks, all the pros from the lineage have been passed down. These guys have caught on to it. I love it.
I need a towel for my glasses and my.
I won't change my shirt. The thing that's creating like a live lake on the floor.
That's right.
It's good to see Jordy huffing puffing a little bit too. That's going to pay dividends for Gastelum the longer this match goes. Gastelum is still in that age where you can play 5 days a week for 20 hours a day and be perfectly fine.
And he probably does.
There you go. Needed. So necessary.
Yes. Lob serve to the right, I imagine.
So good on Jordy.
Yeah, he's kind of been up on his other shots, and he's able to put that one down. He's just fighting through this, trying to get to the finish line. Going to go back to the lob serve here, probably down the right side.
There you
Those
go.
are the ones Jordy was putting down in game one. That third shot after the return, and it's just leaving up. And Diego, when he's getting his opportunity to put away, he's doing it.
And to be fair to Diego, it's been 95% second game. Anything overhead like that's been going left. So to come across court, he challenged him. He gambled right. Might have even caught Jordy off a little bit. Doesn't get a chance to position his feet the way he wants to. And of all those, you can feel everything about him. He's like, can I please have that one back? I'll just take the front wall and cover. It's 5 feet high, just not a skip.
Skip ball has just been loose on that. His forehand's kind of abandoned him here a little bit.
But the game plan cannot be, we're going to win because Jordy's going to start skipping. The game plan has to be, I got to take some control here. This is a 9-9.
Right.
And this is a must-win game.
That's a penalty hinder, and he knows it.
He hasn't hit a single down-the-line flush shot. Everything has sliced off the sidewall. The gamesmanship, though.
Jammed him.
The gamesmanship of the ball coming within inches of my face, and I'm going to try to shield it a little bit.
He did. That's a veteran move by a young player.
Yeah, we love that.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes, okay? For all these young guys out there, hashtag it, get a tattoo on your face. You guys love that stuff. Whatever it takes.
That's another penalty
That's just
hander.
a replay there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm actually kind of shocked. I mean, that's That's a flush shot for Jordy. I don't know why he's holding up there, to be honest.
He had the whole left side.
100%.
So I don't know if he was going to go right, and he held up because of that, but he had the whole left side to shoot.
And that might be like where the fatigue plays in, where the next best idea is to be defensive and go for a holdup when you have everything open.
Jam serve. Tried to catch him, and he didn't. Careful. Good hit by Diego. Oh.
2. Wow. And that's huge. So necessary with the 2 bounce get. I'm calling it. Jordan, you're going to do review on this video, probably. You knew it was 2-2. Way to play through, though. Might have been 3. No, it's barely 2.
Good job by Diego finishing out and not thinking about that call while you're in the rally.
And like to your point, right? The anticipation. He had some great gets there to keep that thing alive.
So the stamina, you can kind of see Diego feels like he still can run and run. You know, it's not it looks like Jordy's kind of getting a little tired a little bit.
This is, like I said, this does not favor longevity for Jordy. Right, bigger guy, bigger build, bigger swings, more power. It's over time. That's just going to destroy the legs.
(10-9). Diego back in the lead.
Wow, finally got one. A little conservative play there from Jordy as well. Keeping the ball up a little more, standing up in the middle of his shot, leaves a splat up on the side wall to box him out of his own shot. And it was a much needed shot from Diego, not just to put the ball down for that rally, but to prove that you can trust your backhand.
Right. And he's a backhand side player in doubles too, so, you know, he's confident with that. Just got to execute it here, and he put that down, put a point on the board.
That's so good from Jordy.
He's like, where's that been? He needed that desperately.
100%, and it was a great mix-up from Diego.
That's a good serve.
And I like this, what he's doing here. There's nothing on the floor, but he's taking his time. He's got a little lead. Let's get focused. Let's get prepared. Let's be ready for any serve. If I'm Jordy, I'm going to do a drive serve. I'm not fooling around with a lob. Diego's too locked in at this moment. Taking us. I think even Rocky would be like, I appreciate this right now. This is really taking your time. Shout out to the man, the former number 1.
Yes.
Missing him on tour. I mean, where else?
Yep.
We haven't learned that lesson yet, you know.
Diego, he knew it. He was just started a little too far back to get there in time. Short. Same thing. Nice, sitting on that.
Huge. Kind of surprised me that Jordy didn't pull it cross court. But, you know, it's easy to be a master after the rally and be like, this is what I would have done.
Yeah. Kind of like missing a 3-foot putt and then doing it again and nailing it. It's always better the second time. So he's asking, can he change his shirt? He's already used a timeout, but the ref can ask him to change his shirt. So let's see if that's what we're going to do here. Nope. So we are going to take a quick timeout. There's going to be a shirt change, so we'll be back when play resumes. Welcome back. Quick shirt change from Diego. On the latter part of game 2, both are fighting for these last 4 or 5 points, Brian. Diego's really been sitting down in the front court, shooting his backhand, putting the ball down when he's getting his opportunity.
These are tricky, right? This is a longer lull in time. Fresh shirt always feels good, though. I'm sure after that thing was just soaked. We'll see what happens.
Just short.
It's great to see the world #1, probably one of the most influential, if not the most influential women's player of all time on the court next to us here. Off your screen, Paola Longoria playing here, as this is an LPRT joint event, as you've spoken about.
Yeah, it's exactly what he wanted. He set it up. Just missed that pinch. Timeout, so we'll take a quick break and be back when game 2 resumes.
I'm excited to announce that we're having our first ever mega sale on overstock clearance and brand new products. For example, save over 50% on this season's flannel sheets. Queen size only $59.98. Kings only $69.98. They sell out fast every year, so order now. Save 20% on our brand new My Crosses. They're designed in the likeness of the one I've worn every day for over 20 years. They come in men's and women's, and they're made right here in the USA. Get our 2025 6-piece My Towel sets for only $29.98. Our initial quantities are extremely low, so get them now before they go. And our best-selling standard My Pillows, just $14.98. So go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use this promo code to take advantage of our first ever mega sale. But wait, remember that $75 free shipping rule? Well, that ship is sailed, because right now, every order ships absolutely free.
Welcome back. Jordy Alonso in the box. Missed opportunity there by Diego on that last rally right before the timeout. Had it setting up in the front right corner and just barely skipped it. Jordy back in the box to see if he can get some drive serves in. Oh, that's a good, you got to play it. The ref calls the screens. I thought there was enough gap between the player and the serve, so.
I mean, let's face it, we want to see a tiebreak.
Yeah, that's the way it's trending right now. Let's see if Diego put another point on the board here. Oh, these guys.
Tough.
These guys.
We're going to go to you guys in the chat. What'd you think there? 2 bounces are good. Gastelum isn't exactly known for being, he's very one-sided.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't think any of his serves have ever been short, if you ask him.
Got to dig in and play it out till you hear the tap. Skip ball.
Gosh, he's been given opportunity there. And good on Jordy, right? Because it's not like the waves are crashing on his sand gently right now. He's kind of been in this lull. He's trailed
really
most of the second game.
Just not fatigued, the length of the match.
Mm-hmm.
You know, your shots starting to come up, and they're just not down right now. Diego's able to execute and put a little more balls down, and that's where we're at, 12-10.
I'd like to see a switch to the right, but the left's been cranky. He's getting his setups.
Jam.
Great get. That's so good from Jordy.
He needed that.
Gosh.
Diego still all over the court, diving and scrambling, just as he was in game 1.
And I like the mix-up of serve. That tells me he's there, he's in it. Got his opportunity, just came up short there. And Jordy just cool as a cucumber. No matter what's going on, this guy just keeps it clean in between the ears. Important second serve here.
Lob. It's going to be by a hard lob down the right side. Straight in. Kind of an awkward shot. Kind of hit the sidewall front at the same time. Nonetheless, got him back in the box. What a get. Oh, he did all the hard work, Brian, and just didn't get that one to the front wall.
And good on Jordy. Jordy's just focused on what he needs to do. Speeding it up here.
There they are. That's what he was doing in game 1. That's two dead kills for Jordy Alonso. Knotted up at 12-12 here, latter part of game 2.
And he's speeding up the rhythm here. It's going in his favor.
Nice serve. Oh, he just missed
I
the
love it.
splat.
I love that he went for it, though. I wanted him to hit it because it's the right shot. I mean, he's dictating the whole rally. Momentum's on his side. That's the right thing.
See, Jordy doesn't want Diego to slow it down, and Diego's trying to pull all the tricks out of the bag. And
There he is. He's talking about it. He just told the ref 10 seconds, not 10 minutes.
yeah. No, he has no timeouts left. I don't think he does.
Yeah, he had the
He did.
one because he did
Okay.
his shirt. Yep.
All right, we'll take a quick break, and we'll be back when game 2 resumes. Big skip by Jordy Alonso there.
And that's when the timeouts, I mean, that's the goal of every timeout, side out or point, just kind of a reset there, get yourself in there what you're supposed to do. And that really is just ultimately a gift that he skipped it.
Short. Just barely short. I like Diego trying to sell it. You never can tell when that can come back later on in a match.
Okay. Nice finish from Jordy.
Gosh, he needed that.
What a rally to win.
Oh, the big yell by Jordy. They both long rally, brutal.
Yeah, that's a heck of a rally to win. That might be a final blow right there. And we're going to see right here, this is the best moment to see what Diego's made of, because that's a just blow. Tough.
Short hop kill. Now, right at his feet.
I mean, where has that been the whole match in the cruise? Two amazing points from Alonso, who's been trailing most of game two, now finds himself with his first match point.
And a ball on the court from the ladies.
Foreign object.
Alonso back in, regroup here. Oh, that almost skipped. That was so close, Brian. Off the back. No.
Just a replay.
No, that's a replay, yep. I was like, I don't see that. A match-ending call.
I don't see that's a replay at all.
I would go back to the drive serve and see if I could get a good.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't like this lob serve here on match point. And then he throws up a wallpaper on him.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he knew it. What do we? We've all been there. We're thinking, I got match on my racket. I got time to set up. Just make a good shot and just press a little.
These guys are just playing with my emotions right now.
Yeah.
This is one of four.
And he had it on his backhand side where he's been so productive today in this match.
Mm-hmm.
A gift for Diego to get back in the box at 13, 14. Maybe a hard Z here.
Wow.
Nice. Sitting on that.
One good serve here.
Again, that hard Z to the forehand has been so effective all match long. It's getting him a shot. See if he goes back to that or drives to the left.
And Diego's so capable, and he's really just primed for a serve return kill here. Stick with the second serve, a better one this time.
He's thinking, I got a shot here. Skip ball on point. That's two guys, both sides of the ledger of skip balls on game point and match point. Jordy going with the lob serve. Drive serve this ball, Jordy. Nope, he's going with the lob serve again. Looking at his camp. Watch out. Oh. There it is. Oh,
so tough from Jordy.
Yes. Diego's frustrated. He knows he had a point on his racket to go to a breaker. Frustration. Good match, though, by Diego fighting back to get in it. And Jordy struggled throughout the whole second game, Brian, until the end, and then put some critical points on the board to win the match.
Yeah, ultimately it's just good for him to get through it. There might be a little bit of we'll get an update, see if maybe there's something going on with his wrist. Saw a couple of movements there. But ultimately, good on him to come through, because that was a journey all the way through the second game. Came through pretty fluid in the first. So good on him to stay tough for that last point.
Okay, next up is Javier Mar. Jonathan Flores, give us about 15 minutes or so, and we'll be back live for the next round of 16 match.